Welcome to another episode of The Raw Truth. As always, I'm your host, BX Bad Boy. And today it's the Scales of Justice. Okay, so today is the Scales of Justice, or scale. Because technically there's two levels, but it's still a scale. And I'm going to say at the present moment, the scales are tipped. They loaded the Supreme Court. They loaded all the lower courts with conservative Republican judges, which works against us in most cases. And I'm talking about democracy, not Democrat or liberal. If you care about America, they work against us. Because they go by the old law. You know, where women couldn't vote, slavery was okay, blacks had no rights. That's what they believe in. Now they know they'll never get that slavery revoked. They are done. They're not going to get slavery back. They're going to try. Because they've been doing it in different ways. But now it doesn't matter if you're black or white. If they think you're beneath them, you're a slave to them. Minimum wage is for shit. Medical insurance is for shit. So, but in 3 days, is it? 2 days? 2 or 3 days, the scales may go back to level. And then we can try to fix this, what's been done. And for those of you who disagree with me, I'm okay with that. But answer me this. If I'm wrong, and Trump is the greatest, then how come he still has not denounced racism? He still hasn't denounced white supremacy. And why are his supporters attacking Joe Biden and Joe Biden's bus? I forget what the kind of bus it's called. Tour bus. They tried to run it off the road. And they smashed into a staffer who was in their private car following the tour bus. Please explain to me on why they're doing that. Please also explain to me why the supporters of Donald Trump are threatening to force people to vote for Trump, taking down their license plate numbers and threatening to come see them and make them. One way or another, they're voting for Trump. If this is a peace and Trump's not the cause, they're following him. These aren't people that made this up on their own. He's their leader. So he's being followed by these people that are fucking nuts. And he's not stopping them. He's actually telling them they're doing a good job. They're just American citizens doing their duty. It's not Americans' duty to, I know I keep saying duty. It's not our position to threaten and intimidate people that don't see things our way. Or we would be bombing the shit out of every country. Because there's not one country in all the countries that see things our way. They have similarities like democracy, presidents, but they don't see things our way. Like as it is, London, guns are outlawed. Australia, guns are outlawed. Here in this country, guns are a Second Amendment. You can't take that from us. So they think we're nuts because we like guns. So, as I was stating, they're following Donald Trump. And those who follow Donald Trump and think he's a good dude are crazy. So if you think Donald Trump is a better president than potentially Joe Biden, everybody bitches and moans about Joe Biden. Not one of you can say what he will do once he gets in office. You don't know. Not one of you knew what Trump was going to do when he got into office. But you wanted to take the chance, take the risk on somebody who wasn't a traditional politician, who talked like us. Big secret, big secret. All politicians talk like us behind closed doors. Because when they're in front of closed doors, they have to be professional. You're not going to walk into your kid's school and your kid's teacher's like, you little piece of shit. You gonna let that happen? And I'm certain some of you parents out there have called their children little shits. I'm not gonna act like I've never called my son a little shit and some other kids a little shits. But if a teacher did that, I would lose my goddamn mind. One, that's very hypocritical in a sense. In the other sense, that's my kid. I can do what I want to him in comparison to a teacher. But that teacher probably at home, if they have children, talk to their children the same way we do. Same way I do. But in the classroom, they're not talking that way because it's unprofessional. So Donald Trump may talk like a regular American citizen out in front of everybody, but it's unprofessional. There's no integrity in being unprofessional. And if you think it's okay to be unprofessional as the President of the United States, then you're a fucking hypocrite. Because in Obama's term, he was called out many times. Oh, that's unprofessional. A president shouldn't act like that. A president shouldn't say that. A president shouldn't do this. Trump's done worse. Trump sided with China in the beginning of this pandemic. Oh, they're doing a great job. I love their transparency. And then when he needed someone to blame because he failed us as a president with this pandemic, he goes, oh, China fucked us over. Fuck China. Because he needed a scapegoat. Russia put contracts out on our soldiers and he didn't bat an eye. He just kept it moving. I'm not saying Biden would be a great president. But with a bar as low as Donald Trump has set, shouldn't be that hard. My 11-year-old could be president at this point. So Biden couldn't do worse. All I'm saying is Trump is against Americans that aren't rich like he claims to be, but proof he's not. But at this election, we have a chance to level out the scales. See, Trump's got his foot on the scale, all in his favor, not ours. Biden may do things in his own benefit. A moron would do that. A genius would do that. They're in a position of power. Why not enrich your life? But he's not going to do it at a severe cost of 230,000 Americans that they're just shrugging off. Are you fucking kidding me? 4 people died in Benghazi and they're still talking about it. How is that any different? So 230,000 deaths at a virus that you could have stopped versus 4 people they couldn't save but you think they could have. That's very hypocritical right there. Now, I know that most of you Trump supporters, not the fanatics, the ones that support, thinks he's a scumbag. But you think he's better than Biden. But you also thought he was better than Hillary. No. He only does things that best suit him at the best time to suit him. He only does reform, to get votes. Because he's had 4 years to fix this country. And the first 3, he didn't do dick but try to attack everything that Obama did. He says he's going to protect pre-existing condition, but he doesn't have a medical plan. And he's trying to get rid of Obamacare, or whatever you want to actually call it. He's trying to get rid of it, which protected pre-existing, but he has no medical plan to fix that. If he had a plan, I would be okay, let's see this plan, and if the plan makes sense, go for it. Get rid of Obamacare if he had a plan. He doesn't. He's been making up this plan for 4 years. And every time someone questions, end of the week, it's a big, big, beautiful plan. Big, big, big. He thinks, and for the morons that are his base, using those dumbass words like big, large, awesome, amazing, terrific, using just those words convinced them that he's on the up and up. But guess what? You guys are terrific assholes. Huge, huge assholes. Great, amazing assholes. Because simple words convince you that the guy stabbing you in the back and robbing you blind and your children is a good dude and should be president. That fucker shouldn't drive a taxi cab. If I got into an Uber and I saw him, I would cancel the Uber. Now, Uber, mind you, there's no cash involved. This stupid device. There's no cash involved, and who told you? You simple. You know, sometimes technology sucks. It just keeps recording on its own. Uber is cashless. I don't have to worry about him robbing me. I don't have to worry about him overpricing, because he doesn't make up the pricing. Uber does. And I still wouldn't feel safe with him behind the wheel. If I saw him on the side of the street, would I run from him? No. Would I walk hand in hand or side by side with him? Hell no. Somebody gonna try to kill him one day, and they might get me. He made way too many enemies. He's not for America. He's for himself. If you think he's for America, give me one, just one, good thing he's done. Don't say he's done it. Show me the good things that this douchebag has done for this country that do not benefit him. Because I'll tell you, getting rid of the payroll tax doesn't benefit us. It benefits him and his cronies. If you don't pay payroll tax, you save 40, 50 bucks. He and his cronies save millions. Because if you don't pay, he don't gotta pay. But Social Security suffers. My father's on Social Security. And right now, workman's compensation cut him off, and all he's got is Social Security. So, inherently, you're gonna kill my father before his time, if you believe in the payroll tax. And I hate you for it. It's my job to kill my father, not yours. That's what sons and daughters are for, to drive the parents bonkers till they die. You don't have a right to fucking hurt my father. And especially that douchebag orange douche canoe, Donald Trump, doesn't have the right. So fuck him and fuck you. But I digress. And I'm sure that's going to make some of you angry. Well, you make me angry because you don't care about anyone, not even yourself, because he's fucking you, fucking me, and fucking everybody. And all you see is, go Trump, go Trump. The only thing I see is that it permits you, those of you, because not all of you are racist, but it permits you to be racist. Because Trump says it's basically okay. Because I haven't heard that fuckhead denounce racism yet. He just claims it doesn't exist. And if you believe that, then you're just as fuck as nuts as him. I've watched white people call blacks racist names and Spanish people racist names and then beat on them because of that. So it exists. It's not a fairy tale. The fact you think it doesn't exist is the fairy tale. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. Bring your racist ass around me, and accidents are bound to happen. Bring racism around my son, and I'll become a magician, and I will make you disappear. I promise you. Poof. You go bye-bye. So, I digress yet again. Very passionate about this. And I'm sorry for those of you I offend. It really isn't my intention. But if those of you who are douchebags and need to be kicked in the fucking crotch until your brain comes out your ass, I don't care if I offend you. Fuck you. And the fucked up horse you suck the dick on. Because I don't care what you think. I don't care if you're angry. I don't care if you want to come see me. Oh, please do. And I will show you vicious bullshit. You want to test me? By all means. Take a number. There's a bunch of people ahead of you. You'll be next.